Hey guys, it's Heath with Cerar Clan. I wanted to reach out and let you know about a new news segment we're going to be posting on a monthly basis to keep you abreast of any changes in the club, the clan, or our region. We've got a lot going on as we approach fan days, a lot of things going on throughout the year, and the club keeps getting bigger and bigger. So we wanted to make sure we give you the information you need in an easily digestible format. We'll be posting links to relevant information that's mentioned in these videos below in the description, and also posting these on a pretty regular basis to make sure you all are updated. With that said, to kick things off, here's your news for April 2022. Hey everybody, it's Heath with your Cerar Clan monthly system update for April 2022. As you guys know, as OMs and UMs, we've been trying to drive people to the forums to sign up for events. We've made some updates to the forums recently that should make events a whole lot easier to find, mainly that they're now going to be sorted by the event date first. What this means is that you'll be able to log into the forums and then click on the subject header at the top of the forums, which you can see here, and that will sort all of the upcoming events by upcoming event date. It'll make it a lot easier to see events that are coming up soon and any new updates to those events as they're getting posted. With that being said, we're going to make updates to how events are posted in general. They're not just going to be posted on the forums anymore, they'll also be posted as Facebook and Discord events. Keep in mind that this is just for visibility. You'll still want to go over to the forums and make sure that you're signing up for events on the forums to be counted in attendance. I'll be trying to follow up with those as we get those new events posted, but in general, always make sure that you're signing up on the forums or visiting the forums to check out the recent updates to any events that are posted. Speaking of new events coming up, we have an armor party coming up on the 23rd of April, hosted by Naren Sprax. It's going to be hosted in Colorado Springs. We'd love to get some attendance down in the Springs, so be sure to check that out. Sign up if you're available. We'd love to get everybody together for that armor party. Coming up on the 30th, we have several events, starting with an early May the 4th celebration at the Science Foundation Discovery Center in Colorado Springs. The last time we went to one of these events, it was an absolute blast. It's sure to be an amazing time this go around. Be sure to check out the post on the forums if you're interested in attending that. Also on the 30th, we have the Timnath Police Department Safety Fair at Timnath Community Park in Fort Collins. This is an event hosted by the police department as a safety fair to help improve the community. They would love to have the Mandalorians in attendance. Be sure to check out that event on the forums as well if you're interested in attending. Lastly, on the 30th, we have an international club-wide virtual meeting. You can sign up for that on the forums. It's going to be hosted in 3 different intervals so that you can join. Each of those will be about 2 hours long. It's a great chance to get together to meet some of the other members of the international community and the Mandalorian Mercs Costume Club. Be sure to check that event out on the forums if you're interested in signing up. Again, there are several different time slots available to join, and each of those meetings are going to be running for about 2 hours long. Also, May the 1st, we have an upcoming armor party at the Castle de Koopman in Aurora. Be sure to bring your buckets, blasters, plates, soft parts, and anything else you want to work on. This event is also going to be joined by the lightsaber performance and choreography group, the Saber Guild. Anyone wanting to work on their lightsaber skills or learn more about the group is welcome to attend. But as always, keep in mind that ancient weapons and hokey religions are no match for a good blaster at your side. Additionally, May the 4th is upon us, coming very soon, and we have several events coming up on that day. Because we have so many events, we want to make sure that we're spreading out our attendance across those events so that every event can have some of the Mandos there. Be sure to visit the forums and check out any events that you're interested in so that we can sign up and support our community in force. Alright guys, we also have some new OMs to Cerar Clan that we'd like to announce. They've been around for a little while, but we haven't gotten to share their success and their joining as much as we'd like to. So we'll be including segments about new OMs in future broadcasts as well. First, we have the Mando with no name. He's been working on his kit very hard. We're super excited to see him get approval. Next, we have Agol Beskarad. They're the newest member of the McGee family. Super excited to have the McGee family together, trooping as members of our clan. And And the next is a Din Djarin, a new member who just got approved. As well as new OMs, we also have new members of our Verdika Corps. If you're not familiar with the Verdika Corps, it is a specific corps within the club that allows members that are younger than 18 years of age to participate in building their armor, participating in armor parties, and going to events. There are some specific requirements for Verdika, the biggest requirement being that their costume must include a full face covering or a helmet so that we can protect their privacy as members of the Verdika Corps. Keep in mind that anyone who has a child or a foundling that would like to participate in clan activities is welcome to sign them up for the Verdika Corps. There are some requirements that you'll need to check out. There's a posting on the forums that covers the Verdika Corps and the requirements needed to be in attendance. As far as new Verdika Corps members, first we have Jukana. Jukana is super excited to join Cerar clan. She wanted to let you all know that she feels so happy and powerful in her armor when she's cheering people up. Next we have Werlara. Werlara is new to the Cerar family. She says there is not a more welcoming and fun family than the Cerar clan in the galaxy. We're also super excited about our unofficial members who have just started the full application process. If you see any of them posting on the Facebook, the Discord, or the forums, be sure to wish them luck and keep apprised of their updates for the application process. We're super excited to see them all joining as official members. Lastly, the club just made updates to the CRLs for post-imperial and modern builds. There have been some changes to these builds and the requirements for them. So to go ahead and give you more information, I'm going to turn it over to our Russlor Solyish, Rob.
Hey guys, Rob here. Just kind of wanted to drop a little bit of knowledge on here. We have some new CRL updates for 2022. If anybody's concerned about it, always ask myself or any of the other Russlor. The app team, we tried to do our best to make sure that this is clear and concise. And I'll kind of go over these in a little bit in detail. The biggest thing to know is that no OMs from the Cerar clan are currently out of compliance. But anybody else that is going through apps now will be judged to this standard. Anybody else that happens to be out of compliance has until January 1st of 2023 to be able to comply. I'll kind of review these in brief, but get you the big hits and then we'll move on. Biggest things for me, we kind of codified a lot of things that are just common sense into the CRLs. Some of you might be aware of the gore clause updates, but there's other areas that are, starting to be seen in the TV show that we wanted to codify. Primary of those is ensuring that urethane rubber, so it's a higher density rubber, as we see on Book of Boba Fett, that is an acceptable armor material. Previously, I know a lot of people are concerned about rubber, and I will note that this is a heavy duty durable rubber, not super bendy rubber. Any holes in your armor have to be backed with something. So if you have a chest plates like these that have a set of holes here, those will need to be backed with some acceptable material. Typically, if you already have those display holes, put your display in there. Otherwise, you'll have to put a piece of plastic or armor behind there. Another important thing is application process. For those of you that are going to be applying in the near future, any application item, so anything on your kit or used for your kit, has to start the process for application and finish the process for application. Previously, we used to allow for a lot of switching out, and a lot of people would try to swap out their weapons or their blasters or whatever have you, because it was easier to go purchase another weapon than finish the one that they had. Basically, we're trying to say, hey, you've already put the work into the kit. Let's make sure that the work that you put in on this piece that you applied with matches at the end. Some changes here for the modern and post-imperial sections. Any of the Boba Fett repainted late season 2 of Mandalorian, those like soft parts are going to be reserved for Boba Fett the character. So none of the winged vest, none of the like baggy Hakama style pants. Additionally, we added some detailing to the double-sleeved flight suits. So that means that you may have a flight suit that's predominantly one color. Now on the double sleeves, where you have the short sleeve and the long sleeve, you can have either the long sleeve or the short sleeve differ in color. And then some safety pieces here for you. Weapons need to be non-functional. Anything that's sharp needs to be dulled down. Another important thing here to note is that small knives and holdout blasters, so holdout blasters are, yay big, I can hold them in the palm of a single hand. Those are no longer going to be approvable if you just have one for approval. You will need to have an actual sized blaster or a larger melee weapon for approval. So just kind of keep that in mind. I know we had a couple of OMs get through with either a Derringer or something smaller like that. We're asking for something a little bit bigger. Beyond that, the big update here is just that to be more family friendly, to make sure that Lucasfilm is kept happy, we are avoiding on modern and post-imperial kits skulls, skin, bones, ashes, organs, or viscera. So anything that's contained inside a creature, we want to make sure that we're being very particular about and avoiding those as much as possible. The term that we're using is sentient, but in essence, anything that is like Ewok or higher level intelligence, we don't want to see it on your kit. And again, it's the internal stuff. So the squishy, bloody, gory stuff. Wookiee braids are still fine. And then certain skulls like the Cerar skull, those are still typically going to be fine. Anything spring-loaded, avoid anything spring-loaded that potentially can pinch or spring out and hit somebody. One thing I do want to mention is avoid time travel, or at least backwards time travel with anything on your kit. So if you're trying to use something from the modern era on a Crusader kit, that's not going to fly. However, the reverse from a Crusader kit, you may have a little more flexibility with like heirloom pieces. But as always, consult your Rusalors, consult the app team. We'll do our best to answer for you. And then everything else is kind of pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. We added Bo-Katan and Armor and Koska Reeves's chest styles to be allowable for post-imperial modifications thereof, but it has to match the ones that we've seen on screen. And then the big one for post-imperial is that you are now allowed to use a jetpack in lieu of a backplate. And it has to be an appropriate size jetpack. So those of you that are thinking, oh, I can slap on a Sabine style Rebels jetpack, that's the small ones, that is not necessarily going to work. You're still going to need to have 2/3 of your back covered. And the 2/3 size best corresponds to either the Death Watch style, the classic Boba style, one of the larger jetpacks that will actually give you the coverage. But it's really nice because we see that on screen. Anytime Din or even the live action Death Watch, they have no backplate when they're wearing their jetpack. So we wanted to make sure that that allowance got in there. And then the last big one I have for you is no post-imperial pilots, at least until we see them on screen. I will highlight, if you have questions, please do continue to ask your app team, your Rusalors, your region Rusouls. All these people are here to help you and guide you along your build. So please reach out if you have any questions. And that's all I got for today, guys.
Thank you, Rob, for that update. That's about all we have for this month's Cerar Holonet system update. Be sure to keep tuned for future broadcasts for more information about Cerar Clan, club events, and regional activities that you can be a part of. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me. Again, my name's Heath, and I will see you on a future broadcast. Oya Vod.